Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to another unplanned video. What a day! All these images that have been leaking through, I've tried to find everything that I can to try and get it into like this video. I thought we'd covered everything with Battle Pack Series 48, but actually images have leaked through of Basic Series 76 and the network Spolight Basics as well that are going to be in Toys R Us soon. Oh man, there is so much to go through. We might as well just get straight to it. What? This is exciting. This is what it's all about. So let's start off with... What should we start off with? Let's start off with Basic Series 76. So, first figure up is The Rock. Nothing too exciting here. I do like his t-shirt. I like it when they have like entrance shirts on. So I think that's pretty cool. The figure itself is, as you would expect, there's nothing really, you know, animated about the facial expression. So I wouldn't say this was an essential figure. We have had quite a few Rock figures out recently, but this is still cool. I think by changing the t-shirt, it does, you know, keep it relevant, keep it different. So maybe one for you Rock fans out there. Next, we've got another wrestler who has had quite a few figures out recently, and that is Sami Zayn. Sami has had like a Battle Pack figure out. He's had a couple of basic figures out. In fact, Elite Series 51 has got a Sami Zayn in it as well, and that's just hit stores here in the UK. I'm not sure about this. It seems to lack passion in the face. I'm really big on like the facial expressions. I want them to have animated facial expressions, and Sami Zayn just never does, which is crazy because he is one of the most passionate kind of superstars in the whole of WWE. Next up, we've got Dolph Ziggler, and this is awesome. Well, the ring attire is awesome. Again, look at that drab facial expression. This would be my only major criticism of Mattel figures, is the facial expressions can just look a little bit off. The hair as well, he normally has it like scraped back now, and you can kind of see that in the picture, but the hair doesn't really copy what the picture on the packaging looks like. So again, you know, another kind of just small criticism. I think the ring attire though looks absolutely awesome. I love the silver and black, and it's got the stars and stripes on it as well. It's so cool. Seem to remember him wearing this around SummerSlam time, so like last year, so which would make sense because it normally takes Mattel about 12 months to, like, you know, plan the figure and manufacture it, get the packaging right, figure out what line it's going to fit into, and then get it out to retail. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I'd be tempted to get that just for the ring attire. AJ Styles next, and check this one out in blue. Looks really smart. I really like that. They've released an AJ Styles in red, which was obviously like the WrestleMania Access exclusive figure, and then I think you could get it from like Ringside Collectibles for a time. Well, now they're going to release him in blue, and he has worn that blue attire a few times. So it looks really cool. It's really going to stand out on the shelf. Certainly if you're an AJ Styles fan and you might have like the black ring attire, and you might be fortunate enough to have got that red ring attire, well, now they're going to release him in blue ring attire. Someone else that's coming out in blue, he also makes a lot of us feel quite blue, that is John Cena. And this figure's alright. Again, you know, the entrance shirt, it's quite loud, it looks quite smart, it's going to stand out on a shelf. My criticism of this one is that, again, the picture has him wearing a cap, but the figure doesn't come with a cap, so why do they show you things you don't get with the figure? It just makes no sense to me whatsoever. And then the final one in this series is quite an interesting one, and that is Macho King Randy Savage. This just feels a little bit basic. Like, I know it's a basic, but again, I can't believe they've not put like any glasses on him or a crown or anything like that. I know you don't tend to get accessories with basics, but they have put accessories with basics in the past. Sergeant Slaughter in particular came with a hat, came with glasses. I got one that came with a slammy as well. So they could do it. It's disappointing that they haven't done it. You know, this doesn't come with a scepter, it doesn't come with a crown, it doesn't come with glasses, and as a result, it feels very, very basic. There are definitely better ways to get a Macho King figure than for going for this one. But, you know, I mean, the face scan still looks cool, the hair sculpt still looks cool. There's still enough about this to, you know, make it worth it. If someone didn't have a Macho King, this is going to be a very accessible way to get a Macho King. But I'm telling you, there are better ways and there are better figures. I'm thinking back to like the Hall of Fame figure that was out not that long ago, 2016 was it? And that came with like the crown, the scepter, you know, the glasses, and the attire as well was like neon colours. It was brighter colours. It was, in my opinion, a better figure. Yes, you had to pay a little bit more, but I think it was worth it. So there's a few figures in there that I think are interesting. And then that brings us to the Network Spotlight Basic figures. So it's unusual actually to get Network Spotlight Basics. So the packaging is quite noteworthy on these. And there's one figure in here that I absolutely love the look of, right? I am proper excited for one figure in here. So I'll leave that one till last. Let's have a look at Brock Lesnar. Again, not too keen on the facial expression. I think they could do something much more animated. I preferred his screaming facial expression to this one. I do like the ring attire, or the t-shirt I should say. He tends to take that off when he actually fights. But yeah, you know, I think this is pretty cool. We've had a lot of Brock figures recently. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it does make this feel less urgent. But you might want to get this. You know, it's an iconic look, and it's something I'd definitely keep an eye out for. Next, we've got a basic Big Cass, which is fine. It's cool. It's pretty much the same as his Battle Pack look, but I think it's different ring attire. So it is a different figure, but yeah, again, it's not essential, it's not urgent. Then we have Enzo Amore. This is a little more essential, just because you know, I think the ring attire is quite cool. He's got all the 100s. He's keeping it 100 all over his ring attire. Obviously, you know, he's got loads of tattoo detail. He's got the cool hair look as well. You know, when Mattel go for it and push the boat out, but really, when they're given something to really work with, they go for it, and they have gone for it with this Enzo Basic. So I do like the look of it. But the one that I'm most excited for is this Sting. Not just any Sting, Surfer Sting. Look at this. Absolutely brilliant. I love Surfer Sting. It's my favourite version of Sting. So anytime we get one come through, I get excited, because obviously you've got the face paint, and he always wore really bright ring attire. I love the packaging as well, like the image of Sting on the side. I just think that is so cool. I would say, out of all the figures that we've seen from Basic Series 76 to these Toys R Us exclusive Network Spotlight figures, that Sting is the figure that excites me personally the most, so I can't wait to get my hands on that. But I'd love to know your thoughts. I think that's it. I don't think I'll be having to do another video in a minute, because God, there can't be anything else for San Diego Comic-Con now. So yeah, we'll have to see kind of what comes out of that, but it has been one of those days, like absolutely awesome. It's great when we can show off these new figure images and talk about new figure images, and this is some pretty big news, you know. new packaging, new Toys R Us exclusive basics, new basic 76 images. It's awesome. So I'd love to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, if you like some of these figures, again, let me know. Hit that like, hit the subscribe as well if you haven't already, because again, I did say it in the last video, I'll say it again in this video, San Diego Comic-Con is a week away and they could have a surprise up their sleeve. They could. I doubt it now after this, but they could. So we'll have to see. Awesome, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully see you again next time. Too sweet, baby. Just too sweeted myself.